So I think we can begin. Of course, as always, remember to turn down the
Sorry, I don't
settings.
know what's happening here.
Yeah, I started music. Anyways, remember that master music will level settings you can lower it down for.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, yeah, we are slowly beginning, Adam. So also, I don't know if this is something with your settings, but if there is something like music, the music started, we heard it in the background. But that
Yeah,
will
no,
be.
no, no. I think an ad came up on some page. You know how sometimes they autoplay,
Ah, yeah, okay,
so it wasn't intentional.
no problem. So we can go with
See,
some.
for instance, I'm not playing the Game of Thrones things.
Yeah, but it's not up. It's like I'm starting the, as always, music for the
Oh, is
session.
that you doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right then. Sorry, I get confused. Okay, yeah, go ahead. I thought it was me.
Okay, so I'm guessing everybody remembers when we last left off our heroes. You
Got
finally.
their shit handed to them.
Oh well, you had some. Strangely enough, you remember the stuff with well, the death.
Meteors and shit.
Yeah, remember about that, the things you saw, and basically you have, after 5 years, returned to the living by intervention of. Well, you might say that this was divine intervention, but all in all, mainly as Marius and Leoria gathered resources to pull out and resurrect you. And I won't nitpick and I say that yes, it's also resurrect you with the equipment. Because technically speaking, Demilich is a kind of guy that likes to hoard treasures. But I say that, yeah, it was resurrection, miracle-ish, whatever, so you have all of your equipment. And also, when you woke up, you felt the change in you, who took the offer from death, you feel like, yeah, it's working, the things are changing, you can
I ended up as a paladin. How
know,
surprising.
feel some different things, know that you can do other stuff. And yes, for now you are in the city of Pinewood, going around Basilica. And of course, mainly Robert Augustus, with a huge smile on his face that you now realize, because of course some time has passed, so now that you see, Robert Augustus still has magnificent mustache, but also he has a really nice, huge beard, like a Viking-like. And also you can see that he has a huge scar going on the right side of his face from forehead to the cheek and through his eye. But if you look closely, his eye probably was restored and he's not blinded on the one eye.
Sweet. Mustachio badassio.
Yeah, again, here you might suppose that this is the if, for example, if you look closely enough, the Robert will tell, yeah, that yeah, that was the these guys you were telling about me, Genkiro. Yeah, it's I forgot the English word for that. Not scar, but memory from the Phantom Troop attack. One of them,
Reminder.
reminder from the attack of these guys. Now I truly understand why you were so. Now I think I understand you better,
Yes.
and I can only wish you good hunting for these guys. They don't deserve any mercy.
Well, I'm just gonna wish him luck and well, at least you came out of it alive. Oh no, that's a feat.
True enough, we had some really nice help, and he turns around and gives a small wink to Leoria. So yeah, I won't hold you for much further, but if you ever come back, you might go to the tavern.
Ah, yes. We shall do it sometimes. a later day.
Yes, indeed. Good luck in your endeavors. And just for the sake of information, like the blue area looks pretty much the same, of course slightly older, but still beautiful, slightly longer hair, and so on. Okay, so now I think you have to deal with like the things that you know what you need to have to like completely destroy the Demilich, but how do you proceed with getting this stuff?
First
Oh
off,
yeah, I put in last time a bunch of cleric spells we're going to definitely need.
Just like out of character topic information, like you can try like not negotiate, but inform Loria, she might be helpful or something like that, but it's your call.
and while this going on, the Kinker is going to ask for a map of the differences that's happened these past 5 years, like the situation at Fort High Peak, the alliances with the Tengu.
Yes, and yeah, yes, I understand that you want to know all the things. So, Asmarius with, like on the way, Augustus like beats you a firewall. He says that typical city guard stuff. Even though that, you know, they have like a lot of security from Asmarius golems. So yeah, you go, and Leoria is also to some other stuff. So with Asmarius you go to the one of the maps, he like places it on the table and starts explaining a situation. That basically the Fort High Peak and the walls that you can see, basically the eastern side, eastern border on this place is like secured, so it's really a small chance that orcs or something like that will pass through here. And yeah, Fort High Peak and Mist Valley were built on the ruins of the sorry, I also forgot the name of the Balliard's Fang, the fort that was occupied by orcs. That yeah, they built on the ruins. They also basically they used materials from Fort Cloveshire to create Fort High Peak, and yeah, they created also a city of Mizvai that basically it's one of the biggest mining cities. There's mountains all around, so they have a lot of resources to mine. Also, there are some troubles because there are a lot of different stuff living in the underground. But for now, situation is pretty good. Alliance with Tengu is going nicely. Like as you can see, like I really didn't have good ideas for Tengu names, Tengu villages names. So I just like Sky, Wind, and Gale. Like as far as you can remember, there was only one Tengu village, but now they kinda like there's one or two more. And the alliance is going nicely. They don't like as long as it's no problems.
Nice.
At all. Yeah, this place was also rebuilt, so now there are a few more villages that can, farmers and so on. They were desolated and destroyed a few years ago, so now they are okay. And yeah, there are, the place is definitely better, well defended. Like, as Mario says that, well, if we're gonna have some more time, I already have like two big projects that might improve
Tip the scale.
improve security and the overall make this area even better. But that's maybe for another time. Now, like, he starts showing you the map of the area around Kingdom Asmarine. And basically he points at the West Gate Fort, the North Gate, and Haramur Gate. Basically, that's a really huge investment from him, that he wants to create a wall going on the borders of Kingdom Asmarine, like the outside wall, as a first line of defense.
Oh dear. The costs.
Well, he had a lot of years, a dozen of years to gather resources and so on. But yeah, of course, the wall is not yet finished, and yeah, so on. Of course, he points at the desolated plains, who are now even bigger, and the few biggest towns, the ruins of the towns are shown.
Oh,
Oh. A of the Chaos.
a
A.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically the most common name that people who know all of this place like use. There's like the epicenter of it is like maelstrom of different energies, and God knows what will happen if you try to go near it or through it. You might be killed, you might be destroyed, you might be lost in time, stuff like that.
might be sent into a different dimension when everyone's female.
Something like that. Nah, you'll die. Or you
Most
might
likely.
basically that's bad stuff.
Yeah.
So, do you interested in anything else specific?
Any words? No words from the orcs, I take it. They've been mostly quiet.
Well, let's just say that the orcs from Land of Ashes there's no single tribe, there's a lot of different tribes, and the most I know, there are some, different tribes who take great pleasure in constant fighting with city-state of South Silver. And he points at this place, like basically the common folk name this place like Crimson Fields. Basically, there's a constant battleground. Like every few weeks or months, the armies from South Silver and orc volunteers at Fort of Fool's Glory gather on the opposite sides and have a big brawl. But I don't want to.
You make it sound like it's a good thing.
Well, let's just say I went to that city a few times already, and they have like very specific culture, very militaristic, and as far as last I heard, they use these fights with orcs as a method of initiation, and if not, they think it's a like good life exercise.
Just a question. What happened to the countries to the
Most
right
part.
and the left of the Age of Chaos?
About what?
What happened to the countries to the right and the left of
The countries that were in war with each others.
Yeah, what happened to them?
Well, it's pretty self-explanatory that they were wiped off from the face of the earth.
Really? Why are there still maps? I mean, still towns there?
There are ruins.
Oh.
There are only ruins that survive the explosion and shockwave.
Oh.
Dear.
The smaller villages were completely wiped out. Of course, as far as I've heard, there are some survivors, remnants, like leading nomadic life that escaped from this place. But most of them joined the. I don't know if you heard about it. Probably you heard, if my intuition is correct. They joined the splinter faction of Inquisition, and they are basically, from their grief and anger, they basically want to hunt down and kill every spellcaster. Well, they visited our kingdom once. I don't suppose they will visit very soon. And he gives a smug smile.
So the desolated plains are no longer approachable?
Well, you can go through them, but different. Like out of character, think of it like a very hardcore zone from Stalker. Anomalies.
Oh shit.
Anomalies, different storms,
Yeah.
chaos beasts. A lot of stuff that can kill you very quickly.
Yeah, so we note to self, steer clear.
Well, last time you went, before the situation went that bad, of course, your flying fortress went through the desolated plains. You remember it was slightly shaking, but nothing too serious. But now he says that, yes, situation might be slightly worse. Your fortress might survive it, but, well, unless it's a full power, I wouldn't risk it. you might
Oh
find
yeah, about that.
there might be
We
like,
might. Go ahead.
there might be some like fortress will survive, but something might teleport inside and kill you in the few seconds. Just stuff like that.
So right, so give a wide berth. And by the way, we're gonna need some help clearing out the fortress.
Actually, I think we can pretty much do it, to be honest.
Well, last time we tried, we got our asses handed to us by a Demilich.
Well, technically, no one of us could actually harm it.
Actually, we can.
Now we can, but before we couldn't.
Mm.
It had
That's
it
true.
like
We went in the least bit prepared for it.
didn't it have like DR20 damage resistance or something like that?
Not going to be an issue now.
Yeah, he has 20 DR, but right now you have Smite Good, so
Yeah,
Smite
no.
Good overcomes every DR.
It doesn't matter. If we go and visit him now, he's dead. The only issue is, of course, keeping him down.
Yeah, but yeah, you bought that Hallow from Leoria.
I think you didn't bought anything yet. Like let's do it in session. Like okay, so Asmar looks at you from up to down. Well, last time I visited there, yeah, there was some kind of damage that tried to prevent me from gathering your remains and equipment. So yeah, I blasted his ass off. And I suppose he's up right now, but as I feel, like I think you can take him on, no problem at all. But tell me, what do you need help with? Resources, spell, scrolls?
Well, some form of transportation there could be useful.
He looks at
Nick, I can just teleport that now.
and Lysander. Don't you two have teleport spells?
Yeah, just teleport.
I
that.
can't.
You can't anymore, remember?
Yeah, okay. So he looks at Lysander. Well, you can teleport.
Yeah, of course, I'll do that.
Well, if you couldn't, I guess I can borrow you 1 or 2 teleportation scrolls, but
Oh.
I hear that, well, you have methods of transportation.
Oh, yeah. Second,
So, any other stuff?
yeah, we need a Hallow spell. We need certain things to kill the Demilich when he's down. So, and unfortunately, none of us are pious enough to deal with that, which is obviously a very poor show, and I suppose we should get more faith, and except for Otteros here, who's by the way, what god is Otteros named for?
I haven't a damn clue. I didn't feel like just expect
So,
the god with least restrictions or something.
Most typical god for paladins is Iomidi. But we can decide on this later. I don't
So we're going to need. What do we need? Aid the rejuvenation. I've got. Yeah, we need a scroll of dispel evil, which Otteros can cast, and a hallow spell somehow, which none of us can cast unless. So it's a bit difficult unless.
How far can you teleport us again?
100 miles plus something per level.
Yeah, couldn't you just teleport the Lich back here?
You have to be willing, and it's not.
Well,
It's
his remains won't be willing.
But does Genkira have anything decent in use magic device?
I have plus 12.
Because the DC for heroism is not for heroism, for Hallow is going to be about 25. This is our difficulty. Do you know the only thing we could do? We could collect the shattered up remains of the Demilich and bring them back to a temple and cut out the middleman.
That's a very nice idea. I don't know. I don't know if you
Well,
know,
I tell
but
you what we need to bring is,
there's a
I know this is
there's a
going to sound
temple
very
in the
flippant,
castle.
but we're going to need to bring a dustpan and brush.
yeah, but out of characters, West and the temples and shrines in your castle, for now, they are not treated as a sacred ground.
Darn.
Not yet.
So we're going to need to bring a broom.
But I can tell you that after we did some stuff with ley lines and harnessing healing powers from this place, the main basilica, you can pretty much count it as a sacred ground. Leoria would be delightful to destroy another.
Yeah, no, so basically we see, the problem is that we have is permanently killing the Demilich, which I don't think we can do, but we can knock him out, then we can collect up his remains literally with a broom, collecting up the bits of skull.
Something like that.
And then teleport back down again. We've got 2 to 6 days, so it's quite easy.
Yeah, if you can do it like
If we can do that, then we can do that.
At best, at worst you have 2 days, so that's plenty enough.
Yeah. All right. Well, if I mean, in that case, we don't need it. I have a bit of holy water anyway, and I've got some other plans. But yeah, I'm up for it.
How about the rest of the party?
Let's go.
Alright, fine.
Nothing really.
Fine.
I suppose you're gonna have to, get my horse back to me, but otherwise I'll be just fine.
Yeah, don't you need like a week of mourning first?
I need a month.
It's
of
been
mourning.
5 years. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you kinda realize that as the 5 years were passing and you were seeing the visions from material plane that, yeah.
I suppose they'll just have reincarnated as a hippogriff or something like that. And they'll join my ranks. I don't know.
A hippogriff that acts as a horse.
Yeah.
It
I mean-
neighs.
I mean, I don't know why you are so keen on the horse. If I were playing your character, I would be so like hyped for getting something flying mount, like hippogriff or griffin or something like that, or giant eagle.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as I know, unless you allow it, I only get like horses as a cavalier.
But you are now a fucking paladin.
Yes, but I don't feel the holy weapon bond is far better than the holy mount bond.
We'll see.
The thing is, with the holy weapon, I get 2+ enchantment bonus, or I get enchantment bonuses or like special properties of the weapons, which is kinda good. Whereas if I get a holy mount, I don't really get anything. The mount is intelligent, and that's great, but otherwise there's nothing really that it gives me.
Well, I think I will just allow you to get the. You won't get it today. You might wait a day or two, but yeah, you will see. Because I'm pretty sure that party in the long run, party might get so fucking annoyed that he will need a flying spells all along to cast it on your fucking horse.
Yes, I suppose so. Technically, no one else but Lysander can fly anymore, but still.
Oh well, like.
Odorous, what's your weight limit? Like, how much can you carry?
Me?
Yes.
Like maximum load 520.
So would another 100 or so pounds be too much?
Nah, that's not even a light load.
I start climbing onto Odorous's shoulders. Let's go!
You son of a! He just throws you off.
I don't know if is it a joke or are you doing it for real.
I'm seriously climbing on his shoulders.
Yeah, then you're going to make a combat maneuver. You're gonna have to
is like hiding his face, like
just
mouth,
facepalm.
like mouth behind a hunter, like.
You're killing him. Get the fuck off my head.
You are really amusing bunch of adventurers.
Congratulations, Oteros. You are the new Hodor.
For fuck's sake, no thank you.
Just about. Wait a minute. Imagine if we both had that animal companion feat. And so I could use you to get flanking by riding on top of you.
Oh, you son of a... That doesn't work that way, but that's ridiculous. I'm not your animal companion, darn you. For fuck's sake.
Okay, if we can move forward. I'm guessing the thing, like, you already know what to do with the remains of Demilich.
Yeah,
Mhm.
teleport.
Mm-hmm.
We
So-
borrow a broom and dustpan from the church.
Yes. Bizarrely, that's something we do need to do.
They
Yeah,
are not,
otherwise we're gonna have to scrub it up with our hands, and that's not good for us.
they are not masterwork, but yeah, okay. Yeah,
We'll
they.
use your banner.
I think they have.
No, fuck you, no,
those.
never. You're not getting my banner for that shit. For fuck's sake, why do you keep on to abuse my character so much?
Stop the bullying 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Anyways,
no, yeah. So what do you do?
Alright? Anyone needs to buy something first?
No. But if you want me to be helpful in the fight, you better get me a horse.
Fine, we'll get you a horse.
how
Come
much
on,
does a
where's-
horse cost?
Like 20 gold or something like that.
Let's get him the
Alright.
best damn horse in town.
I need to check horse. But horse or war horse, because that's the difference.
I can just, train it to be a war horse, and if I'm really lazy, I can just use the paladin spell to make it.
We could buy him a pony.
Yes, fuck you. Then you're going to want to ride on my horse when and then fucking kill it. Darn you.
Yeah,
No, I will.
won't. I weigh like
Well,
nothing.
there is no difference in like horse or war horse, so that's only horse like size large, speed 50 feet, yeah. But let's just say like if you want on the best like 30 gold, like he's shining like a motherfucker.
Ding.
He's like Maximus.
Freaking Maximus from
Yeah, Maximus
the
point 2.0.
Yeah,
Little
that's.
do you know it is actually a robot horse.
Little do you know, it's actually useful.
Okay, so whoever is buying the horse that you can. No, this is not Final Fantasy World.
Yeah, it was supposed to take a few days before I get that.
But it can't fly unless it's purple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me riding on a purple chocobo. This is looking. My character is looking very glorious right now.
Real men wear pink, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
prefer a
pink, it's
red one.
purple.
Start calling down meteors from the sky.
Okay, so it's still up to you guys. I'm waiting
Oh,
for
I'm done.
declarations, like when you
I'm ready to teleport.
roll out.
Alright.
And if I remember correctly, like normally you need to make a D100 rolls on teleport.